Rick Leamy here. You're watching EML77 TV. This is episode 186. How's everyone doing today? Now, on the last episode, I talked about what's happening in the retail world. A retail store giant will be closing its doors at our local mall at the end of in the fall. Also at the end of March, one store will be closing its doors as one mall in the South Coast will be closing its doors as well. I'll give you a hint. It's not our mall. Gotta check out the last episode to know what I'm talking about. So, enough of all that. Enough of the cold weather we have. Ooh, it's so cold out there. In fact, it's cold here, and I thought this little desk heater would help me out. Not enough, though. I had to put back on my hoodie. That's how cold it was, so I didn't take off my shoes and all that. Well, thankfully, I got one more day of work tomorrow, and then I get to sleep in on Saturday, wake up possibly, hopefully, at that time, even tomorrow after I get out of work, hopefully I will get these thumbs episode for you. I'm sure you guys want to be entertained and enjoying them, but I want to entertain you guys. Now, there's some books that I bought over the past couple of years, and I think I forgot to show them to you. I don't know if I didn't remember showing them to you or not. I will quickly go through a lot of them. Some that, you might know. If you do remember I did an episode on some of these books, just let me know. Okay, just let me know in the comments page. I really do appreciate that. Forgive my appearance, like I said again, a little scruffy. Hopefully I'll get myself cleaned up. Because it's been a crazy, crazy week at work. Weather-wise, everything else. It's been crazy the last couple of weeks. Trust me, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. I'm going to leave it at that. Okay? Enough of all that. Enough of the drama. Let's get right into this. Let's get right into this and roll out my sleeves for this. Totally booking it. See the theme I'm going here? All right. The first, I bought some of these books from retail, mortar, brick stores, or online. I believe the majority of the books I bought are from the retail stores. Only 3 books I bought online. Here's one of the ones I bought from retail. FYE was closing, and I bought this a couple of years before it closed. This is The Art of Atari by Tim Lepetino. It has Atari 2600 art. They had everything from Dig Dug to Berserk to Star Raiders, PacMan. And more about PacMan when we get into it. So if you're an Atari fan, pick this up. It has some beautiful pictures in it. It's pictures you see on the games and all that. If you want to know what I'm talking, if you want to pick it up, just for nostalgia's sake, like I did, Art of Atari, I do recommend it wholeheartedly. Now, Atari started in 1972. Started the arcade craze with the game called Pong. When the mid-70s and 80s came around, the arcades were flying, that's for sure. Well, flying into skating rinks, malls, wherever you see an arcade there. You can even your local Chuck E. Cheese. Yep, I've been to Chuck E. Cheese, man. Back in the day, Chuck E. Cheese was the cat's meow, let me tell you. Yeah, I'm going to use some slang that you kids don't understand out there. You know what? Who cares? Okay? Who cares about you young punks? All you young punks complaining about, what are you old people talking about? Keep it up with the times. Yeah, but I like to go back in the 80s where things weren't as crazy as it is today. Goodness sakes. A bunch of crying babies and all that good stuff. Wah, wah, wah. We want this, we want that. Hey, we worked hard for our stuff. Don't worry, kid. I care. There's people that, there's haters that complain. Haters gonna hate. And keeping up with the arcade theme here for right now, I bought this on Amazon. This is the arcade book. It has like the arcade marquees like Donkey Kong, and it has marquees like Snacks and Jacks I never heard of, Sin Star. You got what is it? Moon Cresta, Asteroids. Let's see. There's Kageki. Asteroids Defender, Karnoff, Outrun versus the Goonies. There's Nintendo, Choplifter, Return of the Jedi, Krull from Gottlieb, and Spy Hunter elevator action and all that good stuff. So if you want to relive the glory days of arcades, pick this up, check it out, show your friends, and have fun with it. That's what I would do. So that's it. Now in 1980, speaking of arcades, we'll continue on that theme. One arcade game was so popular, they had products of everything besides video games. Trust me on this one. It's called PacMan Collectibles. And as you can see here, there's a Pac-Man lamp, a Pac-Man lunchbox, which I have. I had both Pac-Man lunchboxes. I had the lunchbox of the Pac-Man for the cartoon, and then this one as well. There's the Pac-Man pen. I had the board game. There's the Pac-Man cartoon. There's the Pac-Man video games, Pac-Man keychains, Pac-Man lamp. Everything is, they have a Pac-Man Rubik's Cube, Pac-Man snare drum. Let's see, Pac-Man patches, Pac-Man. I had the CD single, Pac-Man Fever, driving me crazy. Pac-Man figure. They had a song about Pac-Man, and they had the Hot Rod Show World. Yeah, there's the Pac-Man car right there with a hot model. Back in 1984, and models had all the hair perm from Jersey and whatnot, and everything else in between. The Pac-Man mugs, you got Pac-Man Slurpees, you got Pac-Man glasses. I used to have these Pac-Man glasses back in the day. This one too. Holy cow. All these Pac-Man. All it is Pac-Man. If you love Pac-Man and you're a big fan of Pac-Man, this is the game. This is the book for you. If you find any on eBay or Amazon, let me know. I'm curious to see. I'm going to find something on eBay and Amazon later. It'd be pretty cool. All right, now we go on to the Nintendo stuff. Nintendo, basically, now, as you know, with the Switch now I picked up, I basically have every Nintendo home console. Know the man. Not counting the handhelds. Nintendo home console. And so, Nintendo NES Classic, remember, came out in 2016, November 11th. They were all sold out. I had to wait the year, I had to wait a couple years, a couple years ago I had to wait to get one. I got one a couple years ago. I remember. And this is the book that came with it. It teaches you all the tips and tricks on the games. It has the Super Mario 3 guide that's reminiscent of the original Super Mario 3 guide that I have. Really, really cool. And you're playing with power. Yeah, that was the catchphrase back in the day. Now you're playing with power, Nintendo. Pick that up if you're a Nintendo freak. And so far, now you're playing with superpower. This is for the Super NES Classic. It has all the crazy stuff about the history of the Super NES, and like I said, you got really cool. It has Super Punch Out, everything, Kirby, Donkey Kong Country, Super Metroid, Super Mario World, and the original Super Mario Kart. Gotta pick this up, too. Now, I bought here, so I bought these two. I think I picked up this at Walmart. I picked up this at Toys R Us. And also, I got the arcade and the PacMan Collectibles online. This next book I got was from Barnes & Noble. And check it out. Super Mario Bros. Encyclopedia has all the Super Mario games for over the past 30 years, including Super Mario Maker. It's unbelievable. It's And for the first time, it has the entire enemies list on of enemies, obviously, in the Super Mario Land 2. So if you want to know who all the enemies are, this book came out, 30 years. You're talking about 1992. You're like, after all these years, almost 30 years, almost 25 years, I got to find out all these enemies, who they are. Let's see. Yeah, we're talking about 1992. Yeah, 27 years. Yeah, over 25 years. They finally came out with the enemies names for Super Mario Land 2. 6 golden coins. Jeepers. Oh, what took Nintendo so long? They only had Heavy Zed, and Bop and Toadie and whatnot, and Spike. Everybody knows what a Goomba is, a Koopa Troopa. So that you can pick up at your local store. You can pick it up on Amazon. Another one I picked up from. I think I picked this up from Barnes & Noble FYE. Undisputed Street Fighter. There's another one that has the arcade cover on it, but it costs a lot more money than this one. This one cost me $40. The other one cost like $100. So pick this up. I recommend it wholeheartedly, and and you talk about a lot of Capcoms and everything else, and they'll tell you and about the games and all that. Hasbro came out with the G.I. Joe like figures from Street Fighter, and it tells you all the fighters in this game, and has the evolution of each fighter from the lovely Chun-Li to Ryu and Ken. If you're a Street Fighter fan, I picked this one up. All right, now the last one is not a video game one, but I picked this up online. Now, as you know, Power Rangers has been on for 25 years. All right, really excited about this pickup, this acquisition just now. I picked it up. I got it on Amazon, I should say. If you're a true Power Ranger fan, this is a must-have. Power Rangers: The Ultimate Visual History has the history of the Power Rangers, interviews and whatnot, appearances, and you got everything from Mighty Morphin until the newest team. They spoke a little on the newest team, and here they are: Power Rangers Beast Morphers, aka Tokume Sentai Go Busters. That's what they're adapting it from. And I gotta say, Beast Morphers will premiere in March. And this will be the first time I'll actually watch a premiere since I have Saturdays off, unless the weather says otherwise, because sometimes weather in New England can be, especially in southern New England, in the South Coast, can be totally bipolar. But the fact of the matter is this, that, really excited to say this, that I get to, because for the first 23 years I was working, I was working almost every single Saturday, and I always missed the premiere. The only difference is I had a timer on my VCR that would give me the ability to tape them all, so that's pretty cool. So that's it. Totally booking, that's for sure. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I gotta get out of here. It's 9 o'clock in the evening. I'm doing this. I got one more day of work tomorrow, and then it's the weekend. And the weekend, a lot of craziness. Tomorrow night I got like 4 hours of professional wrestling to watch. Thank God I get Saturdays off. I got New Japan to watch. Women in Wrestling Wild Superstars, both on Access TV. I'm going to watch them. Then I'm switching over to the computer here on Twitch to watch some Impact Wrestling for 2 more hours. And then tomorrow, then Saturday, at 8 o'clock on the W Network, when Worlds Collide, superstars from NXT, NXT UK, and 205 Live will be competing against each other for the championship shot of their choice. I can't make any picks and predictions. I don't know. It's going to start with a battle royal, and then the matches will happen as we go along. So, and I think the winner of the battle royal gets a bye, I think, in the first round. So we'll see what happens there. And then Sunday, you get the big game: New England Patriots, Los Angeles Rams, Super Bowl. One comes home the winner, and there will be a loser as well. What will happen? And you get halftime with Maroon 5. But if you don't like Maroon 5, the only song I like from Maroon 5, to be honest, is "Harder to Breathe." I forget when that came out. It's like 2002 or 2003. I gotta look, or 2004. I gotta look one of those dates up. I gotta find out when that song came out. If anybody knows, you can give me the comments on that. But also, if you don't like Maroon 5, go to W Network during halftime. With Halftime Heat, it's back since 20 years. Last time it happened, The Rock and Mankind battled it out for the title in an empty arena match, which The Rock was very, very entertaining in that. And Mankind did defeat him for the championship, though, however, despite that. And here's another thing, too. So it'll be a 6-man tag match of NXT. It will be on one corner. It'll be Aleister Black, Ricochet, and Velveteen Dream, which ironically had a rivalry with these two gentlemen in recent months, to go up against the NXT Heavyweight Champion Tommaso Ciampa, the NXT North American Champion Johnny Gargano, and former NXT North American Champion, the first inaugural champion, Adam Cole. Baby! I always want to say that. So that's all there is to it. So, that's it. That's all the time we have. I want to thank you guys for watching. God's blessings to you all. Catch you on the flip side. And remember, kids, pay attention. You might learn something. Peace. I'll see you. Hopefully I do a Get These Thumbs episode sooner or later. I'm trying to figure out my options. Got a lot of games to choose from. That's the fun part of being a retro gamer. So peace out. See you later. I'll be seeing you. See ya.